Hey guys, Trey here from Innovative Sportsman, and today I'm going to show you how to install the rugged inline mount Gen 3. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to install your rugged inline mount. This is the Gen 3. It's the third version of our rugged inline mount. We've made it simplified, it's more economical, and it's easier to install. Very similar to the A mount that Torqeedo provides with the motors. It has all the same features. We'll go over how to install it and what hardware you will need to get that is not supplied, and we'll just go over the functions and show you how easy it is. So without further ado, I'm going to start showing you. First thing you have to do, you have a hardware bag that's right here on this pin. Go ahead and take that out. You can slide the pin back in. It has the same trim adjustments as the 403A mount, so you can still trim the motor back if you need to give it a little bit more of an angle. This pin, we've manufactured it so that it will fit both the 403 and the 1103 pivot drums. They are a little bit different. The 1103 has a larger pin, the 403 has a smaller pin, and we've milled this pin so that it'll fit both of them. So you got your bag of hardware. Now you take a drill, an Allen wrench, anything. I have my drill preset so that it will not over tighten anything. So that I just feel that's a need to point out there, because if you do over tighten things, you can strip them out. I use a drill because I'm confident in my ability to use a drill without messing up any of the holes or anything. So I'll go ahead and take these 4 bolts out. This is the power pole bracket. We're taking it off for now. All right, once you take those out, the bracket will slide up off. Just set that out of the way for now. Okay, so the hardware that was in your baggie is the hardware that you will use to mount to the 4-bolt pattern that's on your kayak or on your adapter plate, whichever it may be. So you put your lock washer on first, and then your flat washer. And I always start these by hand to make sure they don't get cross-threaded. Once you get them all started by hand, it is a 5/32 Allen bit that it uses to tighten these up, and the hardware that's on the side that holds the power pole bracket. So go ahead and tighten these up. All right, once you get those tightened up, then you can go ahead and mount your power pole bracket to your other power pole bracket. So we have the aluminum power pole bracket for the rugged inline mount, and then we have the plastic power pole bracket that your power pole actually fits into. So you'll just line these shapes up, so they're both the same shape on top. Line those up, and this is where you'll need to supply your own hardware. It's 1/4-inch hardware, and we just use these 1/4-inch pan head bolts. They fit in there pretty snug. Get those in. put either a lock nut or a lock washer onto the bottom. It's totally up to you. All right, once you get all 4 of those started, snug those down just the same as you did the 4 bolts there. Got those 4 snug down, so your 2 power pole mounting plates are securely fastened together. And now we can fit this back over here. Line the holes up, and the holes are pre-tapped, so there's no need to hold any washers or nuts or anything on the inside. It will come with the supplied hardware that I've already taken out. It has a lock washer on it. And again, I start all these by hand to make sure that they're not cross-threaded. Okay, so once you get all 4 of those started, you can go ahead and tighten those down. So after you get to that point, we are ready to put the power pole on. Everything's the same as normal power pole installation here. All right, so with this power pole, I don't have any power hooked to it, but I can go ahead and put the pole in and show you exactly how it fits in there. Just manually push it down. I want to show you this other feature. So with the power pole on, and it'll work the same with the motor. Actually, I'll go ahead and get the motor and put it on now. So I've got the 1103 motor right here. I'll go ahead and put this on. Like I said, it fits just like the 403A mount. Tighten this down. So, once your motor's installed, I can show you exactly how this setup works, how you can raise the motor and everything. Your steering lines, that's all personal preference, how that's set up. Every kayak's different. I'm not going to go through and show you how to do it on this kayak because you may not have a bona fide. So I'm just going to show you the features of this, the way it sits, without actually hooking up any steering or anything. So we designed this so that with this motor, the pivot drum in the mount, it'll actually raise up and miss the power pole itself. That's why the mount itself extends back so far, because you still have to have area for your power pole to work on your kayak, and then you have to have area for this to kick up and miss. So the way we've got it set up is we've got a series of eyes in here. They're actually really smooth rings that you run your raise cord through, and you do it just like you would do on your A mount. So you run your cord up through here. For the 1103, you would go through a carabiner and you come down, and there's a hole in here. You run your cord through and you can tie a knot. So that'll keep your cord, and you have that loop for leverage, and it's like a pulley system to where it lifts it up. And then there's a series of eyes on the other side here, so your reverse lock will still work. So you can hook up your reverse line on the eyes on the left side and your raise cord on the right side, or vice versa, whichever way you want to do it. So that's all the features of how this works. We've also got one more thing we want to show you. So if your power pole gets stuck, power pole has a feature that you can flip the cam lock, and then your power pole will tilt. So we won't be able to get a full tilt out of this, but you'll be able to get enough tilt so that you can actually work that power pole loose. Because 9 chances out of 10, you just need to be able to wiggle it enough so you get it out of the mud that it's in, because normally that's what it gets bound up in, is the mud. So you still have that feature with your power pole. So like I said, they both work together. They both work the way that they should. There's no interference here. So the whole design is right about 6 pounds for the plate. The whole adapter plate, the whole rugged inline mount itself is about 6 pounds. So of course you got the added weight of your power pole and your motor on the back. But if you got any questions, leave them in the comments below or send us an email. Go visit our website, innovativesportsman.com. We'll be happy to take care of any questions that you have. This is something that we stock. It's not made to order. We try to keep these in stock all the time, so they should be available for order now. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.